so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out this.
Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen to it, man. I seen y'all.
Hey, Cap.
I can't listen to it on the show.
Definition of contagion.
Hold on, IT. Go ahead.
It says the spreading of a harmful idea or practice.
Woo!
So it goes to show you that they all got that same mindset as J. Edgar Hoover. When he was saying, when they see that, they see black unity.
Right.
Like, we can't let these Negroes come together because guess what? That could be the downfall of us. Just this one little act could spread and it could be harmful to what we try to set up.
There you go. Go ahead. Read that. Play that video.
Probably at wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people?
Pause. Why do white people pay so much attention to black people? If we less than, if we dumber than them, if we ain't smarter than them, if we ain't more athletic than them, why y'all pay so much attention to us? Go ahead.
If they don't like them. You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
Right. What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told.
Pause.
Damn.
The liar knows what lie he told.
Right.
It's just like, all of us don't told a lie. You looking, you like, damn, is they going to find out? Is they going to find out? Yeah, I didn't put it over there. I put it over here.
Right.
Damn. Is the kids going to be like, you know, you play hide and seek. You tell them, no, I put it over here. But you really put it over there. You looking. That's what this white man been doing for hundreds of years. I told him Jesus was white.
Right.
But now he keep proving him that he's black. Damn. Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity.
Black people have lost their identity. Y'all think Cat Williams don't know he an Israelite? He know.
He know.
He got to know he an Israelite. Come on. Go ahead.
Oppressors have not lost our identity. You probably.
That's heavy statement.
Right.
Black people have lost their identity, but the oppressors have not.
Right.
That is heavy. Give me Jeremiah 17:4 real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
God says that we were going to discontinue from our heritage. Read.
That I gave thee.
That's what Cat Williams just told you. That's what he just told you. He said, you were going to discontinue, but guess what? They didn't. They didn't forget. How we know they didn't forget? Revelation 12:15. How do we know that the oppressors didn't forget? There's something that they're doing to this day to make sure we never understand who we are. And that's why they look at us so closely.
Right.
They monitor everything that we do. That's why they got COINTELPRO. That's why they got
SPLC,
APAC. That's why they got black identity extremists.
Right.
This is why. You got it?
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth.
The serpent is the white man in his race. Read.
Water as a flood.
He cast out water as a flood. That's his media. That's his politics. That's his movies. That's his music.
Right.
That's his government.
Right.
All of that. His sports, his entertainment. Read.
After the woman.
Hold on. Who did he cast it at?
After the woman.
He cast all that at you so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. That's why they pay very close attention to us. They ain't worrying about the other people.
Right.
They're like, why is it whatever these Negroes do, everybody follows it?
Yep.
Damn. Whatever we do. Read.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. They want us to continue to follow the lies that they fed to us. Because if we ever wake up one day to the truth, it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Whoa, what they say? What they say? What they say? Somebody, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem.
Yep.
Houston, we got a problem. These Negroes don't figure it out. They don't crack the code. They realize Jesus ain't white.
Right.
They found their true identity. It's over with. Our kingdom is come. Give me that in what that is. Give me that in Matthew, where it says, have thou come to persecute us before the time? Find that. Where's that at? Help me out, Yahaziel. You study. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's find out. We got to get that real quick. Has thou come to persecute us before the time? Let me see. I know where it's at in my Bible. I'm going to try to find it. Let me see.
Damn, I thought it was Matthew 9.
Here we go.
New Bible.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So while we getting that, y'all got to pay attention closely.
Matthew 8.
Matthew 8.
Gotcha.
8.
Yep, 8 and 29.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Matthew chapter 8 and verse 29.
Uh-huh.
And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus?
These are evil spirits. They said, what have you to do with thee, Jesus?
Thou son of God?
Uh-huh.
Art thou come hither to torment us?
Art thou come hither to torment us? What?
Before the time?
Before what?
Before the time?
Before the time. They understand they only have a certain amount of time before Christ rules the earth. And guess what? The white man knows he only got a certain amount of time before what? Jacob grabbed that hill, and we have rulership and dominion. They understand that. They understand that. So take that off. Go back to the interview. Go back to the interview. Some more stuff in there. This is the first video,
Damn,
y'all.
you know what that got me thinking about?
Yeah.
You remember that clip? I think it's from a movie. The Edomite is like some kind of, I don't know, counsel, whatever.
Right.
And the black guy said that the white man, he's the virus. He said the only thing that could take you out is if another virus, Contagion, come and cancel you out.
Yep.
This brother, that's the same spirit that's displaying in this this Edomite over here, saying if safety in the black people could spread like contagion, what's going to happen to us?
Yep. Dang. There you go. Go ahead, Principal.
Joe Morton scene.
Don't want to speak for him, but after my conversation with him, I feel like I could confidently say he would say the contagion factor has already happened. Because when I asked,
they said the contagion factor has already happened.
It's too late.
It's too late. Go ahead.
Praises.
asked, is this a reaction to a local moment or a national movement? And he said, look at January 6th. He said, you already have people felt emboldened to come here locally because of what they saw nationally.
Right.
If you can hang from the building of the hallowed halls of the Capitol and then be pardoned, not be prosecuted, why don't you think you can come to a small village of African Americans, only 3,000 people?
Morgan, does the group have any real authority?
Hey, that's a cut.
She flipped it over. She flipped it over. Yeah, no, I think she knows the kingdom.
Hey,
but hey, that was an excellent answer. She flipped it because he was talking about black people.
Right.
He said, no, what about these white folks that came to the city?
Yeah.
That's the contagion. That's the virus, like you were saying.
Right.
That is the real virus.
But it's a good point, though. If they could do that to the U.S. Capitol building,
there you go.
the hell they going to do to the black community?
There you go.
Look at his facial expression.
And you know what's crazy? She got facts.
Hey.
Rosewood, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, they've done it already.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Hey,
We finna get it.
show his face, though. Just show his face
Right,
real
he got
quick.
cut. Look at him.
Hey, show his face.
Pull it up on the screen.
Show his face. Show his face.
Oh,
Show.
Lord.
What's that mean?
Look, he looking at the producer like, hey, get a commercial break.
Yeah, get out of here.
Hey, he mad as hell right now.
That white woman's slow. She ain't get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, press play.
But as long as they stay within the confines of the law, they should be okay.
He done.
It's a great question. You know, I asked that basically, are you stopping cars when they come in because you think someone looks suspicious? Is that, profiling in its own sort of way? And they said, no. We are patently aware of what our rights are and what our limitations are. They said, we're not officers. What we do is we are trying to cooperate with the police department. So if we see suspicious activity, because remember the KKK came back with flyers just after this rally. So they're saying this is more of a defensive posture to deter people from entering our community and showing them by virtue of our masks, by virtue of our guns, that you can't come here and we're not going to take this punch lying down.
All right.
They said she ain't reading from the teleprompter. They was like, damn.
You know what this shows us, though? We are not citizens of this country. We are not. Because she's telling you that, look, they're trying to work with the law enforcement by applying amendment rights that's supposed to be given to Americans. That white man is looking at it like, you a nigga. You not no American. It's a contagion. It's a problem.
There you go. There you go. 100% correct. Now, dealing with the weapons and all that, like I said, we see in this incident, they doing it out of defensive posture. They understand they ain't going to have no help. So we get the mindset behind it.
All right.
But what we want to show y'all is this is not the solution to the problem.
Right.
That is not the solution to the deeper issue.
Right.
The deeper issue, which was portrayed by the other black guy, is that y'all think that this is your rest.
Correct. Right.
Y'all think that America is a place where you can find a solution and you can finally live peacefully in America, and you can have your families, you can have your communities, and live happily ever after. All we needed was our own police, and now we got it. Nah, it ain't that easy. So we're going to show y'all another example of our brothers when they had weapons. And what did it say? Is that it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the coalition.
NFAC? Okay, good. So a few years back, if y'all remember, when we started doing our blitzing at a higher level, there was another group, and they rose to notoriety bigger and faster than us. We was like, hold on. So we got thousands of brothers. Y'all ain't going to interview us. Y'all ain't going to bring the bishop on none of this.
Right.
But y'all so enamored with these guns and weapons. Go ahead, press play.
To be honest, I don't really know where I'm going, but I've been instructed to follow this convoy to an undisclosed location to meet up with an armed black militia. And I'd imagine they don't want people to know where they are because there's a bunch of black folks with guns in the middle of Kentucky.
Louisville, I never thought I'd see this day. Now y'all got a chapter. That's what I'm talking about.
Grandmaster Jay is the commander of the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Yep, it's the largest armed black militia in the country. Today he's meeting.
So there was a few years back, there was an armed black militia. And a lot of black people was all excited. And they was like, okay, we can get behind this. They received praise from everybody and hoorahs and everything else. Like we tell y'all all the time. Zechariah 4:6 real quick. Zechariah 4:6 real quick. We are not affiliated with any of the group, and we do not advocate violence. We don't march with guns and all that because our weapon is the Bible.
Right.
Because, like we always say, you got a black militia. You in war. It's year 3 of the war, like in Ukraine.
Right.
Year 3 of the war, you run out of bullets. What you gonna ask bullets for?
Right. You gonna come to Trump like Ukraine?
Right. You gonna go against your oppressor and get more bullets?
Man.
No, Negro. You can't have no black militia in a land that's not yours.
Right.
Go ahead, read that.
Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit.
By what?
By my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts.
So we are going to get out of this situation by the spirit and power of the Most High God.
Right.
Not by weapons formed by man. That's what y'all got to understand. And that's what this group was trying to do. They were trying to get freedom with weapons. Go ahead, press play.
New members to see if their shooting meets his standards.
Don't come out here and try to qualify with a weapon that you're not comfortable with.
A lot of gunfire is about to go off, so I'm gonna find a safe place so I won't get shot.
Bring the boat forward. Range is hot, commence the fire.
When folks look at the NFAC, they see black folks with guns.
They've been socialized to think that when I see a black man with a weapon, then it instantly must be negative. But when I see a white person with a weapon, they must be doing something patriotic. If all you see is black men with guns, then I'm not the one with the visual problem. You are. The defense of the black race does not mean attacking someone. It means just that, defending against attacks. It's not the NFAC that has a record of violence. It is the long historical record of violence being exacted against black people.
Pause.
Grab your weapon.
Now what the brother, he's saying some good stuff. He's saying some good stuff. But notice, he ain't got no spirit.
Right.
Ain't nothing scriptural about what he's saying. It's just black people. None of it is scriptural, and that's what the problem is. And you'll see where it led to. Go ahead.
Get on this line.
I think all hell is about to break loose.
Grab your weapons. I give you all a chance to demonstrate the full firepower of your chapter in the event that somebody is stupid enough to point a weapon at you. If that happens, you have the right to use everything that you have. NFAC, open fire.
this was a few years back. I think it was 2020. They came on the scene, and they was pretty big. Now go to the next video.
Leader sentenced to a year in prison for pointing a rifle at police officers during protests over Breonna Taylor's death. John Johnson, who goes by Grandmaster J, entered an Alford plea just a short time ago in Jefferson Circuit Court. That means he maintains his innocence, but acknowledges that prosecutors had enough evidence for a conviction. Johnson is already serving just over 7 years in prison after he was found guilty on federal charges for the same crime. Happened in 2020 during protests at Jefferson Square Park in downtown Louisville. The 1-year sentence will be served at the same time.
So, give me Acts 5.
Yep.
Wow.
And, hey, we pray the brother get his mind right. He come into these scriptures and understand, because obviously he has some leadership qualities. Right. He love his people, I would assume. Or maybe he was a plant. I thought he was an industry plant because he came out of nowhere. Yeah. Like, hold on. I never heard of this guy. And the next week, he got an army of 1,000 brothers. Right. Yeah, and they all, where did this come from? It don't happen like that. Bishop been laboring 30-some-odd years to get to where he at. With the scriptures, with the spirit of the Most High. But somehow this brother is able to amass an army. Overnight. Things that make you go,
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. He probably chilling in the penthouse right now. That's all we know.
Which verse got?
Acts 5. I want this.
Thing of God. 38. 538.
Yes, sir. And now.
No. Start at verse 35.
Yes, sir. Verse 35. Acts chapter 5 and verse 35. And said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men.
Right. They were coming against. They said, take heed as touching these men. Read.
For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting.
In the days, you had somebody raising up Theudas. Read.
Boasting himself to be somebody.
That's Jam Master J. Read.
To whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves.
That's the NFAC. Read.
Who was slain. And all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered.
They were scattered. The leader going, wait, y'all seen the NFAC? I ain't seen them yet. I looked them up today. I can't find them.
Right.
And so the saying is still true. Scatter the shepherd, and the sheep will flee. Right. They took away the leader; he had nothing else left. That's why this movement that IUIC is doing is different.
Right.
What the Spirit of the Lord put on Christ, which put on the bishops, is different than anything else.
That's right.
Because we got leadership on top of leadership on top of leadership on top of leadership. Go ahead.
Yeah. As many as obeyed him were scattered and brought to naught.
It was what?
Scattered and brought to naught.
When the NFAC? Did you see the NFAC when what's the sister that got shot? Sonya Massey?
Yep. Nope.
Did you see him?
Nope.
Rasheen Carter?
Nope.
No, sir. We ain't seen you. Where y'all been at?
Right.
But that's why the Bible says, hey, leave them alone. If this thing be of the Lord, it'll come to naught.
Right.
That's why y'all apologetics and all y'all keep coming against us.
Right.
Watch what the God says. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. After this man rose up Judas of Galilee.
Other person rose up. Read.
In the days of the taxing. And drew away much people after him.
Read.
He also perished.
So, you got other camps and other leaders coming up.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say no names. Trying to take the people.
Right.
Read.
And all, even as many as obeyed him.
Many obeyed him.
Were dispersed.
They were dispersed as well.
Right.
Read.
And now I say unto you.
And now I say unto you haters, you apologetics, you black Hebrew Israelites. Read.
Refrain from these men.
What the Bible say, dude?
Refrain from these men.
Refrain from us. I'm telling you, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Because we teach Christ in the commandments. Read.
And let them alone.
And do what?
And let them alone.
Why?
For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught.
It'll come to naught. It will come to naught if it's of man.
Right.
Read. But if it ain't.
But if it be of God.
But if it be of God.
Ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against God.
That's what we keep telling y'all.
Right.
Y'all not fighting against us.
Right.
Y'all not fighting against. Y'all fighting against God.
Right.
Because we keeping the commandments in the faith of Christ. That's what we stand on.
That's right.
This ain't a man-made religion. We didn't make up that we the Israelites.
Right.
I didn't make up that I went taking on slave ships.
Right.
I didn't make up that his skin was as the color of brass,
Right.
burned in a furnace. I didn't make it up. didn't make it up that Acts 5:31 say that he came and died for Israel.
Right.
I didn't make up Matthew 15:24 that he was not sent but unto the lost sheep.
Right.
I didn't make that up.
Right. All praise.
Y'all fighting against God.
That's right.
That's right.
So understand, put your boxing gloves up and put your white gloves on and start clapping. That's what y'all need to start doing. Because you're fighting against God. Right. This movement ain't going nowhere. Right. We ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Cap, let me land back over you real quick. Go to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Because if you notice, even the title that he gave himself, Grand Master, where did he get that from?
Right.
Esau and the Ku Klux Klan.
Bam.
They're literally trying to be a mirror image of it in the opposite form.
Right.
Like, and look at the spirit behind it. Esau's spirit is what? The sword.
Right.
They picked up the sword.
Right.
They trying to fight fire with fire, right? Listen to what God said. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31.
Get out.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
God said, do not envy them. Black people envy that because they realize the white man conquered with the sword, with weaponry. Right. We ain't got no nuclear weapons. Right. We don't got no navies.
Drones.
We don't got we don't got none of that.
Right.
Read.
And choose none of his ways.
And he said, choose none of his ways.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from North Carolina, Greensboro.
Greensboro. What's going on?
Hey, I'm listening to the show, brother.
Yes, sir.
And I'm listening to what y'all talking about. I mean, Captain. I'm sorry, Captain.
Yes, sir.
I'm Brother Job from Gastonia.
Okay, what's going on, Brother Job?
I heard y'all talking about Master J.
Yes, sir.
And ain't Master J the same one that was with DMX? I mean, is it DMX?
Run DMC?
Not DMX. And he died in a drug. They made up a lie on him with drug trafficking.
No, that ain't the same guy. You talking about Funkmaster Flex?
Yeah. He was a DJ.
Right. Nah, he just took the name. Nah, he just took the name.
He took the name?
Yeah, he just took the same name.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry,
Nah,
Captain.
you good.
He's about to go in.
I'm telling you, I was hot on that one. But Most High in Christ bless, man. I'm loving the show. Thank y'all so much.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. Send a shout out to Gastonia for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Gastonia, Bishop, and the captains. All praises. North Carolina in the building.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Hey, Cap.
Yep.
Remember, history repeats itself. Remember 70 AD, right? Yep. Remember you had the Zealots, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were an armed group, right? That tried to fight back against Roman rule as well. But go to Luke chapter 21, verse 24. Yep. Let's see what happened. Because remember, Bishop not too long ago went over the history with Flavius Josephus.
Right.
He was a general.
Yep.
And what happened to him? He got taken over, right? And then what? He was taken as a captive, right? Yep. Now let's see what the scriptures say. Because remember, I think Peter, he was a zealot as well, but he repented and he started following Christ. So he escaped what happened to some of our brothers that tried to fight back.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 24.
Actually, read 21st and then 24.
Verse 20.
Right.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Right. So this was a warning by Christ. And that's why we say we got to do what the Bible says. We already know what's going to happen in the future. Right. We understand that we cannot fight back. It's not by our might. We got to do what the Lord says, right? Read on.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Just like in these last days. We know that there's destruction coming. We know a lot of our people going to get persecuted. Some of us may have to die. We understand that, right? Read on. Go to 24.
24.
Right.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Right. So Christ told us, if you was in the land, get out of the land. Don't come back to the land. If they follow instructions, guess what? They would have escaped that judgment that came about. But those that intended to fight back, he says that they will fall by the edge of the sword. Right. Why? Because the white man was given the power, the blessing of the sword.
Right.
We can't fight back against that thing. All right, that's it.
All praises. All praises. So we just getting started on the show, y'all.
Right.
Hey, share the link, share the link, share the link, y'all. We got to get some more viewers. We finna get in. It's about to get heavy in here. It's about to get heavy. So we see the example of our brothers being oppressed up there in Ohio. We showed you how our brothers handle it in recent time with the military, trying to do it through the military might. And we showed y'all what happened. Thrown in jail immediately. You can't use this man politics in his ways to solve things.
Right.
What did it say? I'm trying to think. But anyway, I'm gonna get.
What do you think about the quote?
Not a quote. It's a scripture. But anyway, it's gonna come to me. We're gonna go now. We're gonna go, and we're gonna show you why our people have finally woken up and realized that we need a military. But the military might is not gonna be by our might, like we brought out earlier.
Right.
It's got to come through Christ and His military, because you can't have a military inside of a military.
Yep.
You can't have that.
Right.
That's like when Christ was under Roman when the Romans was ruling.
Right.
Israel ain't had no military. They ain't had no army.
Right.
But he said, "Can I bring my 12 legions of angels down?"
Right.
But he ain't had nobody there right then. So we're gonna show you why is it that we go to such extremes to protect ourselves. Why is that? Some of y'all don't understand why they got guns and why they get all these. Y'all don't understand why there's a need. We feel a need for a black militia.
Right.
Some of y'all think the white man loves us.
Bring it out.
Some of y'all think he can do no wrong. You know, slavery was so long ago.
Right.
That was times ago.
Right.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We're gonna give y'all some history lessons that y'all ain't never heard before. Let's get into that first one.
Over 380,000 black Americans served in World War I, only to return home and be treated like terrorists. The year is 1919. The First World War has ended.
So this is 1919, y'all. This is about 104, 5, 6 years. 106 years ago. So I want you to do the math. If you was born in 1919, let's say you live to be 80. You had a kid when you was 40.
All right.
So 1919, what I say? You was born then? 40 years from that is what?
59.
1960, 1959?
Yep, that's correct.
1969, how old are they today?
About in their 70s.
They in their 70s. So they alive today.
Yep, they're alive.
These people are the first, these are the grandchildren.
Yep, they're alive.
Of these people in the night, their grandchildren's are in their 70s.
Correct.
How old is Donald Trump?
In the 70s, 80.
Uh-oh. Hold on. So the leader of the free world comes from these people.
Yeah, absolutely.
He talked and had conversations with these people.
Yes.
They went to their house when they was little.
Yes.
When you go to grandpa's house.
Yes.
That's how far this is detached from us.
Damn.
Right.
That's what y'all don't understand. Donald Trump, forefathers, was doing what we about to show y'all some history of. Press play.
Like terrorists. The year is 1919. The First World War has ended and the soldiers are returning home. White Americans were furious. But why? During the war, while soldiers were overseas and fighting, black families were migrating up north and out west and taking industrial and labor jobs that were left behind by soldiers or by striking white workers. On top of all that, just the sight of black soldiers returning home in their uniforms with pride and a sense of accomplishment left these white Americans enraged. Increase in racial.
Wow! Hold on! God love everybody.
Crazy.
John 3:16.
It didn't apply.
Right.
Why were they enraged that we was Americans? But now when Colin Kaepernick don't take a knee, you got a problem with it.
Right.
Now when we say, oh no, the Bible say we ain't supposed to have interracial marriage.
Right.
Now y'all got a problem with that.
Damn.
Right.
But just your granddaddy, your great granddaddy, who you went to his house in the summer and y'all went fishing together. He wanted to murder us when he saw us like that.
Right.
And he passed that on to you.
Right.
So don't act like you somebody different now. Press play.
Hey, Cat, you protest because you don't like the job or the way that things are going on the job.
Right.
And then somebody else come in and get it for a lower wage.
Right.
Now you mad at them for a decision that you made.
There you go.
What the hell is this?
There you go.
Sound like Esau.
Press play.
Enraged. This increase in racial tensions led to a rise in lynching numbers, a revival, and record membership numbers for the KKK.
Pause.
Veterans being assaulted.
Pause. Record numbers of the KKK when black people came back in American uniforms, trying to protect the nation.
Right.
Because you saw black people trying to protect this nation, KKK went through the roof.
Hey, Cap, you know what's crazy about that too? Because I read a book on this. It mentioned how the reason why a lot of them fought in the war is because they thought that by standing up for the country, when they returned back, that they was gonna have some form of equality when they came back. But it just goes to show you that they don't care about you fighting alongside of them.
Nope.
It don't change their nature and how they feel about you.
There you go.
They still wanted to kill you.
Yep.
Right.
Press play.
membership numbers for the KKK, black veterans being assaulted and even killed in uniform, racial riots and massacres in over 3 dozen U.S. cities.
Pause.
This is what we now.
Racial riots and massacres in over 3 dozen. Y'all know what how much is a dozen?
12.
36 different cities.
Crazy.
And it says over 3 dozen.
Right.
36 different cities had race riots. And when they say race riot, what they mean is white people killing black people.
Right.
For no reason.
Against men in uniform.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, but it's not the first time, because think about the Civil War.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about when America was fighting the wars against Britain.
Mm-hmm.
They was using us in those wars.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they were still lynching and killing us.
Yep.
Right.
Wasn't there a brother that was a soldier who got pulled over by police maybe last year and got mistreated while in uniform?
He got maced.
See?
He got maced.
So it never changed.
Then they told him,
Back
my
to Cap's
bad.
Point, right.
Yeah. Now, I remember the brother that came back from War II, and the cop shot him when he came. I think
Florida.
he knocked on the door. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He
Yep.
ended up killing him, too. Brother served in the military.
Never changed.
Yeah.
Never changed.
Same thing, bro.
Go ahead, press play.
Now referred to as the Red Summer of 1919. Over 380,000 black.
The Red Summer. The Red Summer. Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Red Summer.
1998, over 2,000 armed white people descended on Wilmington City Hall. And
so this is the Wilmington Massacre. This is another massacre that happened. Go ahead.
Forced black and white elected officials to resign in a coup.
Hold on.
At the time.
So y'all thought coups, they had a coup in America because black people was voting. What? Listen to this. This story is crazy. Go ahead.
Insurrection.
Officials to resign in a coup. At the time, Wilmington, North Carolina was home to a prosperous community of black business owners, doctors.
Pause! Now y'all say, why y'all Negroes ain't doing nothing?
Right.
Successful black business owners, doctors, lawyers, and politicians. We pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps.
Right.
We pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps. And what y'all do? Y'all didn't just bomb us in Tulsa. Y'all did this everywhere. Mm-hmm. That is why today in Ohio they said, "No, we gotta get guns."
Yep.
We seen this movie before. Press play.
Lawyers and politicians. In the days leading up to the 1898 election, white groups known as Red Shirts organized to intimidate black voters. Infuriated by the result of a biracial government, a mob of white men waged a campaign of terror against black residents. Colonel Alfred Moore Waddell, a former Confederate officer and U.S. congressman, led the mob and declared that he would choke the current of the Cape Fear River with black bodies. Armed white rioters destroyed black
Pause! White rioters destroyed black businesses. And then today they set up an SBA loan for black businesses.
Dang.
They say, you know what, since y'all having such a hard time trying to figure out y'all business structures, we'll give y'all loans. Well, hold on, wait a minute.
Wow.
When my forefather had a gas station,
Right.
when he had a farm,
Right.
when he had a shoe store, when he had an ice cream shop, when he had a suit company, y'all burned it.
Right.
So now, and when my granddaddy built it, you burned his business.
Yep.
Right.
So now when I come along, I got to do it again by myself while your son don't have a business that's been building since the 1600s.
Right.
And now y'all look at us like we less than.
Right.
Interesting how that works.
Not only burned it, but clearly, I'm quite sure insurance was on it. The same white bank was like,
There
hell
you go.
nah.
Yep,
There you
yep,
go.
Meanwhile,
yep,
today,
yep.
if, our people get upset and burn those businesses, they get funded. They don't care.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Go ahead.
Killed hundreds of black residents. The Daily Record, a black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people, was the first business the mob targeted. President William McKinley declined to intervene, leaving Wilmington's black residents.
The president declined to intervene. Give me that Isaiah 30. Warn to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yep.
Y'all, because guess what? They thought the president was going to help. Mr. President, come on down. Help us. Help. Nope. Ain't helping nobody. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Warn to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yes, sir.
It might be 31.
31.
Nah, 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Read that.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt.
For help.
For what?
For help.
Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Y'all wanted President Kennedy to come help y'all. He ain't coming.
Right.
He ain't coming to help you, read.
And stay on horses. And trust in chariots because they are many.
Read.
And in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Neither seek the Lord.
Guess what? We didn't seek the Lord during these times. That's why all these businesses came to naught. Because it wasn't built on the right things.
Right.
The Lord said, no, it ain't time yet for y'all to have all that. We understood how to do business. We understood all that. But the Lord wasn't done with us yet.
Right.
Press play.
Hey, Cap, can they go back a little bit just before that article thing came up? Yeah, a little bit more. All right, go ahead.
Of black residents. The Daily Record, a black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people, was the first business the mob targeted.
Stop. That's the same thing about stopping the contagion.
There you go.
We had black newspapers showing the truth of the affliction. They had to burn down the truth that was being spoken, just like they're doing today. Shadow banning the TikTok. The same exact thing.
And Cap, too, with you said they was looking for help from the president, too. It showed the same thing in not too long ago with Trump when he went down to Puerto Rico, right? When they were shooting threes with a Downy toilet paper. And then you had the thing in New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina. So you got Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom to show what Bush said. He couldn't even find out where they was at. So it showed you that they don't care. They disregard what we go through as a people, man.
Hey, go back again. We missed a heavy point in that. Go back again. Right there. Yep, right there.
Destroyed black businesses and killed hundreds of black residents.
We just skipped right past that. Killed hundreds.
Right.
Hundreds of black residents, y'all. You know how violent that is to kill hundreds of people?
Men, women, and children.
Men, women. And now, these are the same people who want to say we racist.
Right. Contagion.
Come on, man. Come on. Y'all got to come harder than that, Christians.
No
you
regard
so-called
for the
Christians.
old or young.
Right. And now we looked at as evil because we say Jesus is black.
Right.
Meanwhile, y'all burn our city, businesses, kill hundreds of us. And now we supposed to hold hands with y'all?
Right.
Come on, man.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support